It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visiting team and our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys playing as well as anyone, 4-1 to start this season. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in that end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Right back to Chapman. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good. First down. A gain of 9 yards. Results in a first down. The first down. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1 yard.
Here's second and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slaw. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down to 28. The sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He's going to keep this again. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. The veteran safety, Kevin Byard, getting in there to make the play.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck with his pass rush.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So His ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and short. Prescott. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And that will be a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
48-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2nd down. Prescott. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Pass completed to Douglas. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat. Not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
A gain of 19 yards. And a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
To try again, it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, here's Chipman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 12. Results in a 1st
He'll
down.
look to throw. His pass caught. It's Chigaconquo. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
4 yards.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, it's Chipman. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
A quick slant. Looked in by Moore. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Chipman. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He runs with it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to get going on their second possession. Still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. Play action now. Prescott. That one taken in by Douglas. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. Complete to Jamar Chase. It's a gain of 23 yards.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. And he's going to be hit, dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Moore going in motion.
First and 10 at the 30.
Play fake. Prescott. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And this will be caught right sideline, but no, out of bounds. The official says incomplete. Receiver could not get both feet down, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40.
1st down and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's another 1st down.
Up the middle, here is Tootin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Another run here with Tootin. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this 1st half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop up. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the goal line and in. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the visitors are in the lead by the score of 13-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. throw is Prescott. It's a short one caught by Andrews. He'll come up on a second down and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 28-yard.
Now Prescott. Look at that pass. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Complete to DJ Moore.
A first down throw for Prescott. Right back to Moore. Another grab. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
That's another first down.
They'll throw again. Dak. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Maxwell Hairston on the coverage.
Prescott again. Toward the middle. That's caught by Moore. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
It's third and 1, and here's Prescott. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. On the play fake, Dak. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
To the air again. Prescott. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20.
First and 10.
Again, Prescott to the air.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
Brings up third down and 10.
That one is good. And his guys will cut the lead from 6 down to 3. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
First down and 10 at their own 30.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run it here with Tootin. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
McPherson now for the PAT. His kick is good, and the visitors will extend this third quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. To throw is Dak. To the left side, into the hands of Moore.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. You're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go with Tootin. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. This throw left side for Tasma. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
A gain of 14. Result.
He'll look to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Intended for Isaac to Slaw. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down, they'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. 3rd and long.
30-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put it into this drive.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 43-yard.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On play action. Here's Dak. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find that handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Now Mike Tomlin's going to send out the field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Multiple times and all throw. That is Chris Jones getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now from the gun. The slant looked in by Moore. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Now they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Dak. He gets this one to Moore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Slot man in motion left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he goes through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
In
second
motion
and 6.
comes Andrews. Now a second down throw for Prescott. Oh, a loose football. And the defense comes away with a turnover. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give, the middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Moore now. He gets it on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
28-yard line.
They'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. And now the punting unit will come up as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The home team's offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The shotgun's over him in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
2nd down. Prescott has completed to Douglas. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the over in a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Run over center now with Tootin. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Open right side is a Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On the ground, here's two. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Now this time he'll set up to throw. There, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On first and 10, Prescott. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action now. Prescott. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So here comes 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. One time out at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Prescott. He'll get this to Kyron Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Again, Prescott to the air. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll throw again. Dak. I'll throw left side there. Not going to find the target. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Prescott again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So it's a win for our visitors. And that's now 4.